everyone. It is Monday, the 8th day of November. How are you doing tonight? What are you grateful for this Monday night? Tell me about your day. What is happening in your world this Monday night, the 8th of November? That is what I want to know. This extra hour of sleep. Did you have that extra pep in your step as you kicked off the week this Monday? Tell me about your day. What is happening? What is shaking and baking in your world, and what are you grateful for this Monday night? This Monday night, the sun was shining today. It was a beautiful day. We actually got into the high 50s, low 60s today. Kitty's still working. You're still killing it. Children do not recognize that extra hour of sleep. Russ, it is great to have you with us. No, they don't. I made the decision that I wasn't gonna get more done tonight, and I said I was still stuck going tomorrow. Hey, Lisa in Alaska, it was light when you got up this morning. Hey, Barb, hello in Pittsburgh. Another month flying by. It's a dazzle treat time. And I've been told, Kippy, it's treat time. I'm just saying, Kippy, I've been neglecting you. The dogs of resale want equal treatment. And since it's Marianne at Best Friends Consignment's birthday today, Kippy should have a treat too. I got to talk to little Missy and everything today. It is great to have you all live here. I mean, that must mean lots of incoming, Kitty, if you are still at work. That is a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise, everybody. That is what I say. That is what I say. Well, let's get going here then. Because it has been a long day. It has been a long day. Just buried. Yeah, we were like, my driver today in the warehouse was like, well, where do I put things? We've had people out on quarantine and things, and he's like, running out of space. I'm like, there's always space. There's always space. Just need a different pair of glasses on. Tonight, we are on page 78 in the Good Morning, Good Night book. That is where we're at. Peep the pep in your step and the glide in your stride. You're a knockout, my friend. Let yourself be your guide. Good morning. Good morning. There you go. Where is my thing here? Hang on a second. I had one thing that I wanted to do, and I'm trying to find it. Well, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. As we talk about daylight savings time, one of the earliest backers of daylight savings was Abraham Lincoln Filene of Filene's Department Stores, which was an East Coast, Northeast department store chain, famous in Boston, famous for their Filene's basement in Boston. Benjamin Franklin was also a big supporter, saying the city of Paris could save millions of pounds of candle wax each year. We can save millions of pounds of candle wax with daylight savings time. Extending daylight savings time into November was thought to be good for U.S. candy sales. The extra hour of daylight was expected to drive more sales of Halloween candy. 19 states now want us to observe daylight savings time year-round, and 29 states have introduced legislation on the issue. Daylight savings time actually controls the clock for 34 weeks, roughly 8 months of the year. Why, should we or shouldn't we? I don't know. I think the changing of the clock messes everybody up. So I think it takes a good couple weeks to get you back on your schedule. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. You have any problems with Facebook, hop right on over to YouTube. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. Well, you knew there was going to be one out there that said, yeah, all you morons are closing on Thanksgiving. We're going to open. Big Lots has said their stores will be open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day with an extra 50% discount on toys and a special $199.99 price on recliners. And they will offer deals throughout the Thanksgiving weekend. Big Lots employees who volunteer to work a shift on Thanksgiving will receive holiday overtime pay and a $50 gift card. So overtime pay, time and a half, plus a $50 gift card. They'll be open on Thanksgiving till 9 p.m. They'll reopen at 6 a.m. Thanksgiving Day to 11 p.m. 6 a.m. Black Friday to 11 p.m. And then they will go all weekend, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. So they are planning on cashing in big and one of the big winners during the pandemic. So that is kind of interesting. Pacsun. This is really interesting. It takes cats even longer to adjust. Oh my! Another reason why not to have a cat. Nothing against Dazzle and your cats, Kitty. Nothing against them, but Pacsun has opened a kids store at the Mall of America that is gender free. The teen apparel has opened Pacsun Kids adjacent to its location in the Mall of America. And features a line of clothing in the age range from 4 to 14 without gender identity. Colorful and high energy is what they describe the store as, and no specific girl or boy styles or fits. Is the way of the store. Have you ever had the hiccups and can't get rid of them? There's a lollipop for that. CVS is testing in several in Boston area stores lollipops for the hiccups. Hiccup pops, they're called, that stop the hiccups. Developed by a person who had chronic hiccups. And they're currently at 11 test CVS locations. Hiccup pops. If you get chronic hiccups, you can have hiccup pop. Our quote from Simon tonight. A just cause should direct a business model, not the other way around. A just cause should direct the business model, not the other way around. We're talking about stores thing, and who wants to open stores now because, retail's dead. But who wants to open a store now? Any guesses on who wants to enter the retail space who has never been in retail before? Any guesses on that? This one's a good one. I like this. Okay, we're going to spend all our time online and we're going to be in this whole new metaverse. But Meta needs to open a store. Meta is looking to open stores. Meta, formerly Facebook, is looking to open stores. and showcase their products made by the Reality Labs division, including virtual reality headsets, teleconferencing gadgets, and augmented reality glasses, among other great tech and other things that they want to sell at the Meta store. Okay. Uh, yes, Lisa. I mean, it's just really kind of nuts. You got to do everything in the metaverse, but no, you're not going to do everything online. You need to be in real life. You need to be in physical stores. You need to do things and touch things in person. In person. Rebag has opened a new store in Beverly Hills. Rebag, the resale site for luxury handbags, is designed to offer all the elements in 800 square feet. 800 square feet, just steps away from Rodeo Drive. Will display designers' bags, watches, fine jewelry. And you can purchase any of their 25,000 online items at the Rebag bar in the store. And you'll be able to sell a used item within 60 minutes by using Rebag's upfront payment offering. And you'll be able to buy and sell an item via their combined Claire trade service within the store. They're packing a lot into 800 square feet. So that is kind of interesting. That would be a neat store to see. I mean, I know it's only 800 square feet, but it would be neat to observe how they're really interacting with people in that store and what they're doing. So it would be very interesting. It would be a very interesting store to visit. While you're walking down Rodeo Drive, just steps away, you can Rebag it. And so if you're headed to California, I would put that on your list. I would put that on your list of places to visit. It just sounds interesting. It sounds interesting. This was an interesting, and I know last night we talked about all the holiday emails to send and to gear up your holiday emails now. And I gave you that great guide last night on holiday email sending. And so that you can get your emails scheduled for the rest of the year, which I think is exciting. And that is a good thing. And I got this from one of my sales reps today that I work with. And I thought it was really interesting. And they said to say uncle. They point out that it's a category of buyer that we probably don't think too much about. Uncles. And uncles have a specialized taste when it comes to buying gifts for their nephews and nieces. 60, and this is from one of my toy sellers, 67 years of research at Toy House showed us three main ingredients uncles look for in the gifts they buy. Uncles. Large. The bigger, the better. The bigger, the better. But not too expensive. But size matters. Size matters. They like active toys, especially outdoor toys. And they like obnoxious toys. Loud, crazy, different, unexpected. So I thought that was very interesting, to talk about uncles in toy shopping. And since we carry toys and everything else, are in all sorts of buying. They buy jewelry, they buy necklaces, they buy stuff. They like to buy stuff. Uncles buy things. And so they'll buy their niece a purse at your store at Rebag online. So, they buy, they spend. Uncles are spenders. As an uncle myself, I have spent way too much money on my nephews. So I have spent plenty of money on my nephews. I don't have nieces, but I do have nephews, and I've spent more than my fair share on them over the years. So, don't neglect the uncles. Don't neglect the uncles. Is the message with that. I wanted to talk for just a couple minutes about the PPP. I've had several people reach out this week about their second PPP forgiveness, their second, their forgiveness for their second PPP, because some of their banks are sending them standard boilerplates. Now, one of the things that they're asking for, the big thing is you have to provide documentation to get a second PPP that your sales were down 25% over the same quarter last year. I mean, in 2020 versus 2019. So your sales had to be down in any one quarter. For a lot of you, that was the second quarter. Okay. But it had to be down at least percent in that quarter versus 2019. So 2020 versus 2019. And so banks are following the standard protocol and sending this to everybody and sort of freaking people out that we need audited financial statements. And in lieu of audited financial statements for that quarter, you can submit it and sign off on it. And people are like, what's an audited financial statement? I can print something out of QuickBooks. Is that good enough? Honestly, my biggest thing that I've been telling people, and regardless of what software you use for your consignment store, is to print your sales report, a one-page sales report. Every consignment software has one. They have a one-page sales report for the date range of that quarter, whatever quarter you're using in 2020 versus 2019. And again, it has to be the same quarter. You can't say, I want to compare my second quarter sales of 2020 to my first quarter sales of 2019. It has to be second quarter to second quarter, third quarter to third quarter, etc. But you can take that one-page sales report, circle the total, circle the dates on it, and sign it. And do one for each for the quarter in each year, and send that to your bank. That is more than acceptable by the SBA. That is completely and totally acceptable. The SBA is not, unless your loan is larger than $250,000. Unless your PPP, your second PPP is a very large PPP, that is a more than sufficient method. Any PPP under a couple $100,000, that is sufficient for. If your PPP is larger than that, you may have to provide additional documentation. But that is totally fine for anybody, and that is what I am recommending doing, is using that report, not paying your accountant to generate something and sign off on it. That is all you need, and your bank can take that. The SBA, most important thing is the SBA will take it, okay, and accept that as proof of your sales difference. And I have done that with countless stores. But it has come up a lot in the last couple of weeks as people are working on their second PPP's forgiveness. That is all you need to do for it, and you can get your PPP forgiven. So do not worry about it. Don't lose sleep over it. You can get it done just with that. I promise you, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay? You know what else isn't a big deal? This video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to narcs.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you, all the files, all the links, they're all over there at narcs.org/resale strong by noon the next day, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, you can ring the bell. Ring the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side. I'm here every night at Morning 8-ish live in the NARS private Facebook group. That's where you find me, and streaming on YouTube. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. That's where we start. Tonight, if you were not here at the beginning of the program, our good morning on page 78 is Peep the pep in your step and the glide in your stride. You're a knockout, my friend. Let yourself be your guide. Good morning. Our good night tonight is Jaws will drop as you bop. Catch your eye passing by. You're a knockout, my friend. Be yourself. Let it fly. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It's time for dessert.